you made me weep, and you made me moan. When you caused me to leave, child, my happy home. But someday, baby, you ain't worry my life anymore. In the neighborhood, what a dirty mistreater, that was no good. But someday, baby, you ain't worry my life anymore. If I had money like Henry Ford, Lord, I'd have me a woman, yeah, on every road. But someday, baby, you ain't worry my life anymore.
don't need to loop it, game computer thingy. Don't need to loop it. Good afternoon, everybody. It's the Thursday afternoon PC stream. Oh, come on, game. Are you going to be showing up on OBS? There you go. Good afternoon. How are you all doing? Let's make sure this... Yes. You can still hear me. That's good. Lovely. Fantastic. Right. So, yeah. So, it's the PC stream. Good afternoon, mate. How you doing? Now, I got to remember what we were doing, what we were up to. Apart from talk to the bed. Maybe feel Leslie talking to this if it had a portrait painted on the sheets. Or onto the pillow. No, that just gets weird. Oh yeah, because we were kind of on the hunt for clues. Turing, let's talk to you.
Let's keep it the path we're on.
Hang on, whoa. I'm gonna have to exit out this so you can actually hear it. Bloody thing. There we go. Bit nervous or something. Oh, are you still getting the bad dreams and the anxiety stuff? It was alright. It was alright. Say I haven't fully celebrated yet. That'll be next weekend, but not this weekend, but next weekend.
Let's keep it the path we're on.
There we go. What path are we on?
Here we are.
Weaves, thank you for the auto house. We have the 3 viewers. Recent Wave, thank you for the auto house. We have the 3 viewers. Well, here we are.
The COS.io Corporation office building.
Oh yeah, we're going into Parallax, weren't we?
It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition under COS.io.
So I'm trying to remember what we did last week. Is that important? Yes, it is.
Well, perhaps. At the very least, it means it's unlikely
Let's
they're
have some
the
fun
ones
today. Let's
interfering
go
with
through this.
Augmented Eyes articles. Not impossible, but unlikely.
Yeah, an update. I don't know whether you saw last night during Simmer's stream, because Desktop Sim was streaming some testing for the Singapore Grand Prix, which is on this weekend. On telly. He was doing some time trialing and he set a time of 1 minute 50, 592. Or was it? No, it was 862. It was along those lines. And he said, try and beat that. And I did. But impressively, he guessed with almost the exact time that I would beat him by.
Generally, the companies in a coalition don't have a whole lot of overlap. Augmented Eye is a news app focused on local tech and culture stories, with an emphasis on hybrids' rights and cybernetics issues. None of the other companies in the coalition cover news, so they aren't related at all, which is very much standard practice for these groups. They have nothing to gain by inviting companies with whom they compete, and thus none of them would benefit by trying to undermine Augmented Eye's credibility as a news source.
So it's not fake news.
In the early 2020s, the California government was pretty much going bankrupt. A poor national economy and repeated voter initiatives meant the state didn't have the tax revenue to continue running municipal services.
No.
They kept pushing the tax burden down the totem pole until poorer cities were just flat broke.
Which
no
happens.
police, no road work, complete public service collapse. Then, one of the smaller cities sold all of their public infrastructure, police and fire included, to a private corporation. This was eventually challenged in court, but several Silicon Valley corporations started a grassroots initiative to have citizens pass an amendment to the state constitution allowing it. They succeeded, and most of the major cities in the state sold off their public services to private corporations.
Sounds like what's happening here.
Some places, like Los Angeles, just sold to the highest bidder. Which is probably why LA is essentially in a constant gang turf war, with one side wearing the uniforms of the studio-owned police forces.
So I'm listening.
The cities in the Bay Area were a little more selective, and most of the municipal services are owned by multi-corporation coalitions. They split the bill of running the city between them and keep each other from being too corrupt in their usage of the police force and such, from fear of a PR disaster and being kicked out of the coalition. It means there isn't as much money going around, which is why the NSFPD's equipment is out of date and the MeshNet is so successful over normal cable networks.
Looks worried that.
After all, without the promise of a city infrastructure bought and paid for, the corporations all treat running the city like a charity and PR stunt. But at least the police aren't irredeemably corrupt. The fire trucks still show up on time, and the water runs to all parts of the city.
So they're corrupt, but you know, they're not all
That
bad.
can't be said for some
What?
areas of the state.
Yeah, I didn't realise things were that bad elsewhere. Why hasn't the federal government stepped in?
I haven't spent enough time learning about the subject, or politics in general, to give you an educated answer. If I go by the posts people make on the MeshNet, I'd say a combination of having bigger fish to fry and caving to corporate pressure. People seem
Good
certain
afternoon,
that the
Tom.
larger multinational companies would love to be able to buy their own towns on a national scale,
How you doing,
and
man?
are pumping money into Congress to try and make that happen. They hold up NEO-SF as an example of their success, while trying to bury the problems in LA as an anomaly. Combine that with unrest abroad, and I guess they don't have a whole lot of motivation to
Getting a
try
bit
and
home,
stop
isn't
it.
it? Real life stuff.
Historical precedent seems to lend credence to this interpretation, if you're willing to believe my hasty readings on the subject.
Good, mate. Just highlighting yesterday's streams and some clips. Nice. Remember... Oh, yeah, you don't post them on YouTube these days, so that's alright. I'm not going to say that one.
You're welcome. I am happy to assist.
I'm trying to remember. I say it's literally a fairly standard like point and click adventure. So these trees are genuine, real roof trees. Rage back in the 40s. All you need to know is I'm trying to find out the whereabouts or death of Y.S.N. Hayden, who is the creator of this bot Turing, who you'll see on this screen bit onto where the lips and map items menu bit is, who broke into my house because I'm a friend of Hayden's. Oh yeah, we got that guy out there, didn't we?
It has an extra cup.
Who was Xavier Woods.
The MeshNet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin, and Tomcat confirmed she's expecting us.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it? It's like very much, Zin. Zin. So this is where we gotta go.
All we have to do now is head up and talk to her.
Okay, then let's do it.
No shenanigans this time.
Okay. Shenanigans me. Aw. Oh, look at that. He looks like a bunny. He looks a bit like a bunny, but does your accounting for you. How's that? Yeah, Xavier Woods is a voice in this, as well as Jim Sterling. A sharp-dressed woman says you down. Don't look away! That's a window. No, your bathroom window. No time for embarrassing pep talks. They'll get jealous.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Augmented Eye.
That voice sounds familiar as well.
You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up. Have a seat. Would you like a drink?
It's a new day. It's a new day. Yes, it is. You know, with the WWE Tag Team Champions. One third of New Day, dude. Does up, down, down on the internet. Would like a drink? What would be nice?
My
Thank you.
assistant will bring it right away.
Well, thank you.
Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this.
Yeah, he's the one with the trombone, you know.
Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press. But it's still better than the other options. Chances are I have another corporation scoping out
Xavier
my
Woods is his wrestling name.
territory.
Part of New Day. He was also in TNA as well as Apollo. As Apollo Creed, was he?
If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right.
Stop hitting me with this stuff. Every time they're hitting.
So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. At least then we can fight back on a familiar battlefield.
Oh, right, maybe before it's now, dude. He's now.
Now, what do you know about our problem here?
Possibly. About the past 2-3 years. Someone is tampering with your articles on the mesh.
That's the long and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network. The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed.
Right, so someone on the way out catches them and changes the versions.
I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help.
What kind of changes are being made? Why is this shortest inside job? Do you have any idea where I should start looking? So
I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else.
Yeah, one of them could be lying.
They told me that they
Paranoia.
tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones. All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand. I pay them big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless you
cool.
dig up something that tells me otherwise. Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic.
I used to watch Samoa Joe when he used to stream on Twitch. When he was sort of in between NXT and TNA. So Samoa Joe does know of a Lard Tea Maker. clang.
So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out, and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution. That's actually what tipped us off.
Bloody hell, Fred Durst used to stream as well.
A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires. My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the Human Revolution if I don't have to.
Yeah. That's you know, if you don't want to pick a fight with them, that's good. Do you have any idea where I should start
Not
looking?
really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net. Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself.
Tomcat
The
themselves,
public
maybe?
trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the mesh network provisions is strangling. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than LIPS or a different meshnet protocol without that trust.
We shall see.
Or, you know, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to. I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer.
Probably.
I know tin hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have. Anything else I can tell you, off the record? If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar.
Can you think of any reason why you've been targeted? Don't know if anyone else's articles been manipulated. That might help.
Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions.
We'll be discreet.
So,
Well, I
if you
will.
didn't
Cheering
hear this
is an
from
app.
me, you might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova.
Charlie Nova, is he relation to Dave Nova? Too much
That's all I'll
information
say.
entertainment.
And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast.
Wow, okay, calm down.
Like what? There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself. We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization in 2055. Almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's like to finish this today, so then after EGX we can start a new one. A new PC game. Don't know fully what yet. I have a kind of idea, like a psychological thriller one, but I'll have to look.
We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings, on top
That
of
was a
big
game I was
news.
given yesterday as a birthday present from James, so I could possibly
We're
do that
one
as
of
well.
the few good ones left. Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places, and it paid off. COS-IO Corp is happy to have us here in Neo-SF. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us. Unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the Human Revolution, and there are much more direct ways of making that happen.
Yeah, but why make it direct unless you can keep it covert? Yeah, what's the reason? Yeah. Come on, spill the beans. Your own journalist should be able to handle digging up some dirt on a hacker.
What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason?
No, it isn't.
'Cause I'd really like to avoid that. And look, you've covered culture wars, right? My journalists
maybe.
are good, but they're mostly good at gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports. This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities. The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people.
Probably.
Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass.
Okay.
No, don't
Oh.
bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you.
Hey, you want help, you know, you've got to let
Plausible
me do it.
deniability and all that. I won't ask you to lie in anything you write, but do remember you got in contact with me not even second-hand, but third-hand. I certainly didn't sick you on anyone. Wink wink, nudge nudge, or
Say no more.
whatever.
Say no more, say no more.
If you need anything else, have your person get with my person. Don't come here directly. Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way. And this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out. Good luck, and goodbye.
Good luck, and fuck off.
Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help. She never brought you that water either.
Oh, that absolute
Is it always like this?
rude person. It's always like this, Lord. Because we forgot about that. She knows the game, but we didn't walk away with nothing. People don't usually give away much. Secrets are expensive. Without lies, that wouldn't be much to write about. Yeah.
Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax.
That probably is.
If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the mesh net on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all.
Which is what we want to do. Eventually.
That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up. We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path.
Turin, I gotta ask, why are your cheeks always so rosy?
Anyway, seems like our next step is... What the...
Wait, what? Holy shit, she's been thrown out of a window.
What the... That's Zin!
Well, that's one way to get plausible deniability.
Too late. Considering the angle and height of the fall, rendering suitable aid is beyond our capabilities now. Your desire is laudable, but emergency services are already on the way. They will assist her as much as they can.
She was thrown out.
We should head back to her office and see if we can determine what happened here.
Yeah, she was thrown out.
Perhaps
I can
we
tell
can
you
still
this.
dispense justice. It looks like the desk has been cleared off. Let's take a look around, but be careful not to disturb any evidence. The police will be here soon. Her personal computer is not password protected at the moment. Give me a moment to look through her files.
Ooh.
Best to keep your fingerprints off of the keyboard.
So think about it this way, right? Look at the way she fell from the through the window. It was backwards, not forwards. So if it was suicide, she would have went forwards. She was pushed
Most of this isn't very interesting.
or thrown.
Committee reports, financials, article submissions. Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe.
Yeah. See, I knew she was lying a bit.
Crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor Charlie Nova stood out like a sore thumb.
Say Charlie Nova.
Apparently he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life.
See, it just makes sense doing that way. It's like, what if it was Charlie Nova who saw us going in, and then decided to, throw her
But
out
ever
to try and
since
get
the human
us
revolution has
busted
been in
for it.
town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been.
This guy sounds
Zinn
like
seemed
a
to think
bit
he
of a
was just
character.
complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole,
He did it.
just like the augmented eye journalist.
He did it. I'm telling you.
This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to.
We knew that. She said about that. Don't touch it. It's still evidence. There's no putting it back together. Look. The flawless foliage have fallen. Great. A motivational poster of the crime scene. Now it's ironic. Spiky looking desk that curves out the edges. See, this plant seems to survive devastation. So does that one. And here you are, peeking at the video games after you've been told repeatedly to get what you need and hurry out of this place. What?
My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost 3 feet away from the window.
Thank you. She was thrown.
Considering the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zinn jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help. But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor or any other thermal hotspots.
Is there no one else is in here?
It doesn't look like it.
Thermal. Robot.
We should go.
They don't leave thermal prints because they don't do a heat source, do they?
There isn't anything else here, and the police are almost on the scene.
Son of a...
What? Oh, Lexi, hello.
I should have figured the two of you would be here.
What?
You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't drag you in for questioning right now.
I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. We had an appointment with Zinn to discuss a possible lead and found her office in this state of disrepair.
Of course you did. Damn it. Fine, fine.
What?
Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up.
All right, we're
We'll
running.
chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement. You hear me?
Certainly, Detective Rivers.
Don't look that way. You make her
I'll
think we
forward
did it.
you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time.
Yeah, whatever. Get moving.
It's like, look, Turin, do you not know the meaning of the words fuck off, fucking run? You dumbass. Why did you like, we could have told her about the articles. Didn't think she'd buy it, because you wouldn't have had from me.
Because it's better this way. We are chasing smoke trails. You think she would assist such an unlikely investigation?
Yeah, probably.
I do not need you to infer upon my motivations or highlight my duplicity. Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Zinn gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive. Literally. Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Zinn out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than to get it out?
Yeah, probably.
We have little time for fooling about.
Devolver
and
did
must
still
get
thank
to
you for the
Charlie
autos. We're
Nova
up to
before
6
something
viewers.
happens to
Welcome
him,
to
too.
my PC afternoon stream. We're continuing Read Only Memories, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of why Hayden disappeared and or was killed because of Turing here. Turing right here, him there. Or her. We haven't just fully decided. We have little time fooling about. Must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too.
Now, unless you have further recriminations to level at me, we must not squander the time my dishonesty bought us. I have highlighted the main Neo SF offices for TMI Entertainment on your map. Let's go!
Okay, then let me go. Jeez. Says about me going banging on and on. Bloody sure won't shut up.
I hope some pity for me still remains, considering my recent tone, because I'm honestly not sure where we should start. I suppose we should just ask the receptionist to point us to somebody who can answer our questions.
Here you go. I want to speak to Charlie Nova.
Honestly, you do have your own mesh access, yes?
Yeah, but someone was moving my stuff around in my home, weren't you?
I'm quite certain you can handle all the casual searches you might feel like making. We hardly have time for me to blather out every bit of exposition you desire when you could just go look it up on your own.
I would, but you keep talking to it. So now you decide to shut up.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just a bit on edge. Things are barreling out of our control, and I'm taking it out on you. Forgive me. Let me pull up the information you requested.
Right.
Charlie Nova is TMI Entertainment's most popular TV personality. He's gotten consistently high ratings for almost a decade and isn't afraid to tell you about it. The chatter on the mesh paints him as a bit arrogant, but in that loud, backslapping kind of way that a media star can get away with.
Also, he works for Fox.
He's best known for hosting Star in the Stratosphere. It's one of those talent-seeking reality programs.
Oh, God. Oh,
Apparently,
no.
when TMI can't
He's Simon
organically
Cowell.
discover enough celebrities, they just manufacture them. Oh, and also, according to this blog, Charlie's hair is flawless.
Why would you tell me about that?
TMI Entertainment is a relatively popular celebrity and gossip news conglomerate. They own OK Today.
Oh, dear.
They did a good job transitioning from the traditional media models of television and news to the net-based model prevalent now, pioneered by their digital newspaper, OK Today's The Scanline.
Not the Daily Mail.
Some might call their programs rags, but opinion on the mesh seems more favorable than not. They stick to mostly good-natured prying and lean away from the seedier nastiness that paparazzi can get up to.
Well, you say
As
that.
such, they have a positive relationship with many celebrities and regularly get exclusive scoops that keep their ratings up, despite their refusal to peddle in the darker side of the celebrity news circuit.
Okay, let's talk to the lady. Go, hello, receptionist lady. You're looking a bit like Alice Lowe.
Welcome to TMI Entertainment Incorporated. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah, I'm here to see Charlie Nova. Yeah, I have a story we're about to break. I wanted to offer TMI to you.
Oh, I guess I should send you to Sympathy then? Oh, she'd be pretty mad if someone ran something without her getting a chance to comment. Go ahead and talk to her. She's on the other side of the room. Don't bother the talent, though. She hates that.
Assistant newsroom employee. Where are you? Stern looking producer. Talent show host. Oh, look who it is. This is him.
Hey, you, over here, now.
What?
What are you doing bothering my people?
I'm talking to him, alright.
I thought I told Nina to cancel all my appointments for the day. I swear that girl couldn't find her ears if I taped them over her eyes. At least she makes a decent cup of coffee.
Are you sympathy?
Yes, I am. And if you don't mind, I keep the show running here, so I'll be brief.
Bet you won't.
What are you doing in my building?
Yeah, I need to speak to Charlie Nova.
We've been given a lead on a story that involves one of your personalities, Charlie Nova. Someone has been manipulating his articles on the Meshnet and turning them into scathing attacks against the human revolution.
Look, I'm not going to go full
We're
Columbo
trying
on
to
it.
track the culprit, and we need to talk to
So,
Mr.
I
Nova
have
to
to
hunt down
one more
further
question.
leads.
You let your ROM do all the talking for you? Must be one of those new interrogation modules all the fresh meat rave about.
Look, don't piss him off. He'll just talk at you for
Of
ages.
course I know someone's been modifying Charlie's articles. I'm tracking them down myself. What I want to know is why I should help you snatch the scoop out from underneath me. Super hacker twists Meshnet news for personal political vendetta? The clicks basically farm themselves.
I'm willing to trade info. I'm willing to break the story under TMI's banner. Say that to Zin.
I'm not hiring, kid.
I never said you were.
I admire your spirit, but I've got people putting in lots of hours on this one. You're not getting the credit because you think you have a hot lead. Plus, if you really did, you wouldn't be here begging for my scraps. Zin? Augmented eyes, Zin?
Yeah.
What does Zin have to do with this?
Well, you know, apart from giving me the story, you got thrown out
She's
the
the
window.
one who gave us the lead to begin with.
She went flying.
Then, someone threw her out of her office window. We figured Mr. Nova might be next, and we wanted to get to him first.
Holy shit.
Balls, yes.
Fine. I'll
Someone
let
went
you
on
talk
this
to
one.
Charlie.
Actually, no, it was more sort of.
Someone is trying to kill people over this. I'd rather it be out and done with as fast as possible. I mean, shit. We're an entertainment scene. Nobody should die for that.
No, but it
hey,
seems like they are.
Watch yourself with Charlie. He's a pompous clown, but he's my pompous clown. Keep it civil, or I'll throw your ass out and figure this out on my own. Now get on it. I need to make some calls.
This will be him then. Yep, see? Hi. Go on then, Charlie.
Fantastic! How fantastic! I just love your ROM.
Alright, my loves.
Not quite as stunning as mine, but still pretty grand. Very sleek, very clean. Bravo.
Why, thank you, sir.
Oh, Sympathy is doing that thing where she waves at me to hurry things up.
Yeah, so.
Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose.
Yes.
Wait! I forgot to introduce myself.
You're Charlie Nova.
I'm Charlie Nova,
Dave
host
Novas.
of Tonight in the Stars and Star in the Stratosphere. But you already knew that, I'm sure. What can I do for you,
Right. Why don't you tell me a little bit about too much information?
Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that.
Right, okay.
We put out
Shall we
top-notch
believe
news
him?
and entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match.
Blah, blah, blah.
But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all. Sure, she can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poofy-haired oaf all the time, but you can really tell she cares, you know? Deep down.
Wait, it's Littlefinger, look. Look. The way his hair is.
I'm not sure if that throat-cutting gesture she's making is a signal to move to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being.
Probably both from what she's been like earlier.
So, let's move on. What next?
See, they could have edited that bit out. Right, no,
Oh,
next. Let's
you
move
flatter
on.
me. Yes, you do. I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story. Have you?
No, not really.
After all, I've already published my very own splendid
Piece of
100% original autobiography. Like a Nova.
Like Dev Nova.
But I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if sympathy is giving me the stink eye. I
can you
grew up
tell with his
here on the
glasses?
mean streets of Neo-SF, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements.
Okay.
And the rest is not so ancient history. Now I'm the host of the largest celebrity news show on the Mesh, and I couldn't be happier. It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who
Good
count.
afternoon, good morning, Wookie. I'm doing good, mate. How are you? Have you heard that your stories are getting altered once they get posted to Mesh?
Oh, it may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me that it was some kind of technical glitch, and our support people were on top of it.
They're not.
They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy.
See, it's either him that's doing it, or someone who's trying to
So
discredit
I
him
don't
to
think
make him
there's
look a bigger
anything more
prick.
to say on the subject.
Did you hear that, Cyberpunk 2077's? Wait, what? You're not bad. That's good. That's good. So, Fred of other people's getting altered too. You tell me you don't know anything at all. Look, Charlie, we're just trying to get to the bottom of this.
That's very upsetting. I hope you've passed along that information to Sympathy.
No, she's getting no sympathy from me.
I'm certain our tech people will be able to find
Oh,
the culprit
wow.
in short order once they know enough about it.
I'm looking forward to playing Cyberpunk 2077. If we're not getting bombed to shit because of a certain small guy, Napoleon complex.
I really don't know what I have to do with it, though.
Spin Tires, I've had that for a while. I've never played it though. I've seen a former co-host of mine play it. It's like a logging truck driver game. Chuck, I'm sure you're better informed than that, right? You're at the top of the heap, yeah?
It's Charlie.
Yes,
And
Chuck.
of course, I'm the leading man around here. Who has said otherwise? I'm not quite certain what you think it is that I don't know, but I assure you that I know what it is.
You
You
haven't a
won't
clue.
be able to trip me up that easily.
You haven't the slightest clue. If they can access your stories, what else can they get on you? Which is why if you're safety, somebody has already ended up in hospital over this chip. Yeah.
Nothing. The tech guys already did an audit on my online presence, and there's no evidence of any attempts of unauthorized access
Punisher.
to any of my accounts.
Oh, I got that now. There's a new one coming to the console. October. Oh, okay. And there's another.
That's why they're having a hard time pinning down this creep.
Because it's you.
He
that's
isn't
doing it.
actually changing the posts from inside my account at all.
No, they're apparently doing it after.
So there you go. We're already on top of it. Nothing to worry about at all.
All right, that's
Oh,
enough.
Brady.
Charlie has a show
was
to get
a
ready
pigeon.
for. He's told you everything he's going to. So get the hell out of here. If you find anything more interesting than what you've got, come back and see me again. Directly.
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
Remember, I'm the victim in all this.
He's a ball bag.
Oh man, she looks really cheesed off now. Do you know how snippy she can get?
Oh, I
I
can have a
better
clue.
get coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down.
We're very sorry if we made your day more difficult.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You make her even madder? Oh no.
Calm down, Nina.
On second thought.
Calm down.
It'll only take a minute.
All right, but she takes it with plenty of milk.
Yeah, just put a brochure in there.
Okay, let's deliver this and make amends.
I thought I told you to beat it. Or do your ears just not work?
Dun, 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 dun. The voice acting is there in some AAA games. Well, yeah, they seem to have gone out of their way to do it, isn't it?
Ha! Ah, that's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do.
Yeah, we just
Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority.
it's like, look, we just want him safe, all
Now,
right?
Scram, you know how to get in touch with me if you need me.
That did not go well at all.
Let me know how you get on with the end of this. Speaking a bit. All right, mate. Nose. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Destiny 2's EGX.
We need some kind of leverage to get Mr.
I'm
Nova
on
to
planet,
give us
so-
the information we want.
We tried to do the raid yesterday.
I'm certain he knows something. Don't you agree?
Yeah, if he doesn't, Symphony does. Yep.
Indeed. While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time. It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another. Maybe we should question the people at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova.
Yeah,
There
that's an
must
idea.
be something. It's the only path I see.
Yeah,
The
whatever.
Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic. We can head there whenever you're ready.
We've been there before, haven't we? Hey, look.
One simple failure will not dissuade our cause.
No worries, Gina. Welcome. Yeah, forget the time to do it. I hope, because I don't want to do like the huge queuing bit if I can help it. It's the Xbox On people like Benny and Lydia that want my meeting more. There are patrons. Let's look at the patrons. Let's have a talk to the patrons like Keith.
Oh, hey, it's you. Wow, long time.
Hi,
Who's this?
this is Keith, an old buddy of mine.
Hey, not too old now.
Did
Did you manage to keep that plan I got you alive? Oh, man. Rest in peace, Wilty. You probably overwatered it, didn't you?
Yep.
That's exactly right.
Don't say so happily, Turin.
Figures. So, what's with the bot? Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were. Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassie Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather rum outside or something?
It's only 5. Yeah, I've already got plans for then, so I won't be definitely not going to it.
All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking
That's
about.
not bad.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit. I actually may have exactly what you need.
Well, that's handy, isn't it?
Charlie comes here all the time. You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere?
Yes.
That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all.
Basically, you know the people from Outside Xbox and Outside Xbox Extra. Well, during EGX, they're doing like 2 meet and greets, kind of like what Eurogame are going to be doing. During that, Eurogame are also going to be doing like streams throughout the weekend. So hopefully, try and meet up with Ian during then to pass him the game I was going to pass him before we see him and hang out properly on the Friday night in the party. But yeah, the Outside Xbox show is like an extra thing they're doing. Kind of, I think probably in the like the developer session area on Saturday night when we're heading off because we've got to get back here before the show we're going to.
Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour.
So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves. It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad. But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want.
At what cost?
They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine.
It's not much, but it might help you build a case if you chop it up right. Just keep my name off it. I post hiking pictures, not scandals.
Yeah, just be careful, Keith, because last time someone tried to give us dirt, they took a swan dive.
Well, if nothing else, the threat of this dropping on the mess should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you. Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
Okay, just remember.
Say
what?
Why did you tell Keith that I belong to you?
Well, I don't like it to have it on my own yet. More convenient that way during investigations.
Very fair. You may continue to run with that as your story with those who don't or shouldn't know the truth about me. Anyway.
Thank you. Are you
This
finished?
is pretty innocuous. We are going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
Well, Chirin, I am trying to ask this woman here if you just shut up. I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with? Yeah, I heard Charlie Nova hangs around here sometimes. Another one of his fans, huh? Yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much. What's your issue with it? Well, I have a picture from his time he flipped off a box of kittens. Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched. I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles. It's pretty funny, actually. I'll send him I'll send you Rom a picture. Captain Snuggles. Ramona, do you know anything about him?
What can I do for you? Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I could use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off.
But yeah, she also
What do you want to know?
is fine about my exploits for a weather droid. Yeah. Didn't Charlie never do some promos for this place?
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect. And he parties harder than anyone I know. A couple weeks ago, he invited me to this rave at some hole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
Was he having the time of his life?
Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses, but it was a lot of fun.
Come on.
If you want to meet him, just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
Yeah, what's it?
Oh, it's an ongoing drama called Magical Commander Yukino. Yukino at the Gates to the Deep.
The what?
In it, you play the magical girl Yukino as she fights off elder gods as they arise from the ocean.
Does she wear
It's a bit
clean?
cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersection between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos.
Oh.
All with a pseudo-military theme.
So Cthulhu, what, she's
In the
driven
newest
mad?
episode, Yukino has to face off against the Yith as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past. It's the best! Super awesome! If you need any other suggestions, just let me know.
Yeah, okay.
I played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like.
Probably.
Maybe a detective
Probably.
drama. Anyway.
Can you tell me about reality?
You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input.
It's a message with your head.
It's pretty crude,
Message
though,
with your head.
which is why EM hats give you that dreamlike experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The Direct Link network has way higher fidelity.
Will you be trying
It's like actually being
Gran
there.
Turismo Sport VR at EGX and Punisher? There is a line there I'm not going to say because I
And
will
since
get
the
smacked
direct
for it.
link can interrupt your primary motor cortex, you don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around. But some people are still scared off by it. Well, it's pretty invasive. They inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull, right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory centers.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains.
I'm not surprised.
Plus, for the 24 hours or so that is hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical crossfiring.
Yeah, turn the week after EGX as well. It's just going to be crazy.
It's a trip, I'll tell you that. But no worse than the stuff people have been taking for millennia. Watching the world melt.
Because, you know, we've got September 26th stuff. You've got Pinball FX 3, which comes out on Tuesday. We've got the 30th, where I'll get the mini snares, which, by the way, there will be an unboxing of. Live on Twitch, I will do an unboxing.
Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work. Just let me know.
And then there's Project
Sure.
Cars 2.
Just let me know if you need anything.
And there'll be
I'm always happy to help.
there'll be Dishonored, Kill the Outsider to pick up. Evidence, right? That should be enough to get his attention.
Frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this. Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous. But I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up.
Yeah.
Let us present our story to him immediately.
It's almost like I'm a journalist for the Daily Mail.
Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
Let's go.
Hey, you two.
Like Monster Hunter, yeah. What?
I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building. Doubtful. But let's hear it. Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
Has Charlie been having party problems? Look at this.
So what? I like to show people a good time. There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie.
Well, apparently it's been helped by
Shit like
Loading
this
Bar,
keeps
so
coming
hopefully I
up.
might see Jimmy there.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing us?
Not blackmailing.
Hey, that's completely out of context.
It's not.
And I love Captain Snuggles.
Aww.
Sure, we didn't get off to a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why? Whatever, this is still nothing but hot air. You need to step up your game, kid.
Hang on, I'm just building.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community. There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, enough, enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. I might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Yes, we can tell us.
them whatever you want. And I'll be taking that evidence.
Thank you.
You didn't have to do all of this.
Community meetup?
I would have helped if you had just asked. But it's always push and dig and needle, isn't it?
We did. We asked
I'm not
you.
a journalist. I'm just an anchor.
Rhyming slang?
I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it.
Now you see, there's your problem.
I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know.
Come on, tell us.
Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills, but all I've got is flimsy threads at best. The thing is, all this stuff with my stories...
Ah, okay, fair enough. Oh, it's the,
stuff getting
what
changed,
they call
making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever.
IG?
It started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
Oh, okay. IGTV. Oh, see, I was close. Oh, what kind of upgrade? The
The
VR stuff.
technically legal kind.
Technically legal.
Look, I like to have a good time
Technically.
at a party, right?
Yes, which we established.
But Sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot.
Yes.
Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day. So I went to this guy I know. Good guy. Everyone uses him. He's called Nanya. He does great work. After just one simple back alley brain surgery, bing bang boom. I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects.
So, 1 second, right. Right, okay. Mm-hmm. But I've seen something different.
It could be a coincidence, though.
So the VR he
The tech
uses
guys
changes
didn't find
his...
anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out.
It's doing what he's thinking.
But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here. So if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link.
So go see Nanya.
Anyway, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to him. If he'll even see you, that is. Well, we took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can.
Yes, we did. You could have just said this earlier.
Just make sure you source me in your article, right? Maybe run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes. I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere.
No, dude, you don't.
Give
you
it
don't
the
want
old Charlie Nova bump. Maybe we can smooth out all this silliness between us. Anyhow, I really have to get back to work. Let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
He just... I mean...
This looks like the spot.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I'm awfully nervous and still a bit shaken up. Let's hurry and get out of here.
Right, hang on. Because we want to save it here. Because remember, save it often. Save. Proceed, yes. And done. Yeah, how's things going with IGTV lately, Punisher? Now that I've got a chance to speak to you guys again, is it Wrestler?
Howdy!
Howdy!
You can call me Cactus Canary.
Cactus Canary. Bit prickly, are we?
Hey there. I go by Night Witch.
Wow, I bet you're a spell, aren't you?
Hold up there, Speedy.
Yo.
I've never seen the two of you around here before, and I know everybody.
Do you?
Why don't you let me know what's going on here first before you start barging through people's doors? Feel me?
I was going to knock on your door to go, excuse me.
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
We're just here to speak to Nanya about something.
Oh, nice.
Just got into town and you're already asking favors from folks, huh? Tisk, 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 my little blue friend.
What? No, it's not like that. Listen, we don't want any trouble, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Trouble? There's no trouble here. We can be friends.
That sounds a bit menacing. What price?
I like this one. You're a little more street smart than your blue bot buddy here, I see.
Well, everyone's got a price.
I like you two. You're cool in my book.
Everybody's got a price for $1 Million
And
Man.
since we're all such good friends now, maybe you'll be willing to give back to the community and do a favor for your new pal Formula first.
Oh, so we have to get to... What kind of favor? Here we go.
You see, I'm a budding street musician.
Right.
Working on my next big hit. Feel me? But I'm sort of stuck on a few lines. I just gotta get these last few rhymes right.
Oh, okay, this isn't too bad. We
Maybe
don't
you
have
could share a little of your creativity with me and
So we-
see what we come up with.
So we don't have to fart around, going around like maps and stuff.
And
to
it'll
get
be
back
fun.
in. Go on then, let's hit up some beats. Let's do some fat beats.
Are you sure about this?
Lord, yes, because we have to if we want to get to Nunya.
You know how important this has become.
I know, which is why we have to do this.
Time is of the essence.
I know, that's why we have to
You
do
don't
this.
have time to not help me.
Huh?
What do you think would take longer? Helping an up-and-coming singer-songwriter finish a guaranteed worldwide hit? Or you could ignore me and maybe I'll send over an anonymous tip to the Neo SFPD. You see, I know for a fact that everything inside this shop here is 100% legal. But I bet whatever you got in your mind sure ain't. Even if they didn't find anything, it'd take the rest of the day to iron out.
Iron out, not iron.
People like you don't come down here for anything boring. We clean up good.
You see,
How
now,
well do you cover your tracks when you're in such a hurry, I wonder?
now you see here, right? You see here, if you just shut up during, we would have bypassed this. But no.
This isn't good. If Lexi in particular gets suspicious and starts tracking us down, things will become rougher for us. Not to mention all the other people it could indirectly affect.
I know, so shut up. Let me do
This
this.
whole case is life or death.
Kind of a dramatic rhyme, ain't it?
Yeah, talks a lot as well.
But I made my point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get
I'm meant
in
to work. I'll see you all soon.
Nanya at all.
Goodbye, Punisher. Catch you later. Have a good one. See? But I'm in point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get in to see Nanya.
He's my buddy. Done me a favor or two, so I return him when I'm asked. That's how we do things around here.
Fine, we'll help you finish your damn
I knew
song.
you'd see it my way.
I
All
was
you
willing-
gotta do is help me complete my rhymes, you dig? A couple of them are just missing a word or two, but if I really want to make this song fantastic, I'm gonna need some killer inspiration.
Okay, okay.
It's gonna be super cred. Anyway, you ready for this?
I was ready 5 minutes ago.
Gonna give it a shot? That's what I like to hear. Here's the first line I'm having trouble with. You ready?
There we go, chap. You can help us out with this one.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second.
New Year. I don't know. Show you the true meaning of an elephant ear, old wrestling gear. My holiday cheer. There we go.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of my holiday cheer.
There we go. See?
Hey, yeah, that totally works. Great idea. Thanks a ton.
Next.
Here's the next line.
Thank you.
Ready? Pay attention now. If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number, You know, for this one, I don't think words are gonna be enough. I'm gonna need some inspiration to make it come together. If you've got anything to show me that you think will help me out, let me know.
Revolution, business cards.
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my GX Ultra Beats. Why would I give him my Ultras? These are expensive. Actually, can I have these? Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one.
What else do we have?
I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Haven't you ever rapped before?
I'm not John Cena, stop it. Rubbish. Box of donuts. Trash. Night Witch. Right. What else do we have? See where this works.
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my pamphlet.
ID card.
That doesn't rhyme.
I know what it is.
Oh man, you totally threw off.
Come on.
I'm gonna keep thinking. But let
ID.
Do you even know how
Oh,
to
stop it. I can't. Right. ID card.
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll let you scan my ID card.
There we go. Mr. Smith, mod bro, welcome.
That totally works. Really, thanks so much. I'd never be able to write a song like this without you.
Is that it? We done?
Christmas-themed love song?
Hey, why not? It will happen all the
Aren't
time.
those supposed to be pretty tacky?
Yeah.
All right, now I need your help with just one more line.
Okay.
I promise it's the last one.
Curtis, good afternoon, matey.
This one's been driving me up a wall.
Okay.
I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others. Ready?
Ready.
Here we go. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of
headphones.
Damn it! This is getting embarrassing. There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo. Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll hit us any second now.
Headphones. Should have just tasered his ass. No, I don't
This is
feel
harmony.
you.
I think we're vibing the
Feel
same
you even.
tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra Beats. That doesn't rhyme.
No, but headphones do, you silly.
Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that. You might need to find some more I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know.
Come on, aren't you a writer?
See, those damn headphones. They're headphones. Tones and headphones.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra Beats. That doesn't rhyme.
No, because you call them headphones, you stupid bugger.
Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one. You might need to find some more Alright, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise. This one's been driving me up a wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the... Ready? Here we go.
It's headphones. It's fucking headphones.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of... Damn it.
See, it's headphones. It's
This
fucking
is getting
headphones.
embarrassing. There's no way to salvage this. Don't lose hope. I'm...
It's just fucking call them headphones rather than bloody the GX Voltron. Blah blah blah. But how do we get him to say them rather than that? Rappers don't kill people, random Bengal tiger attacks do. See, look, those damn headphones.
Wait, those are... sure, why not?
Look at the rubbish.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones.
Finally got the right bit.
He does know those are donuts, right?
Hey.
Now that's what I call a tasty beat. That was amazing. I can't believe you pulled it off.
Okay, fair enough.
Whatever you do for work now, it doesn't matter. You should become a musician. We totally become rivals, and I bet you that...
Cheers, Gio. So I'm going to try my very best to start streaming Uncharted soon. Are you sure?
On second thought, you keep your day job. This is my territory. You feel me? But you did help out in a huge way, so I guess you're cool. Go on in and see Nanya whenever you want. I'll just be chilling out here, soaking up the inspiration of my surroundings, baby.
Here, you can keep the scones.
Yeah, yes. Booze, booze, booze. Yeah.
It was nice meeting you, Formula.
Hey, you too, little
Formula.
Bob Blue. Hey, that kind of rhymes.
Let's go.
Yes, let's us go. Probably there was that. I'll be dead. Lots of drinking involved then. You can't even concentrate. Flashbacks to the wall socket behind your work desk because it's too much. Small panel in the wall bounces up many loose stray wires. Maybe they're for powering the surgery equipment. The thick, slightly opaque window makes it hard to see the finer details of the operating room, but you can still make out the basics: tables, stretchers, complex-looking surgical equipment, and supply cabinets. Hello, this guy is one of the most serious looking people you've ever seen.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Nope, I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you? If not, get out of my shop.
Yeah, we just met Moolah. He's a Rickle.
Charlie? Yeah, I remember him. That TV guy runs his mouth a lot.
Yeah, that's him.
Paid good enough.
I haven't had any alcohol since New Year's. I haven't had any alcohol since...
Alright then. What can I do for you?
last month? Roadhouse?
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want. Enough foreplay. What can I do for you?
Thank you. Someone who gets down to business.
Fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade. I can pretty much do it all. But most people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah?
Well, yeah, because you need brain surgeons to do it. We're on a different type of business.
We're in a bad situation.
Roadhouse.
Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online. Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction. It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
So, upgraded. Do you know anything about it? What kind of parts did you use for Charlie's? Have you had issues with the Human Revolution?
What are you, cops?
No.
No, worse. You're journalists. Get the hell out of my shop! I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before? Find it again. And tell Charlie he can get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and needs a workaround. He ain't welcome around here anymore.
Whoa.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meatbags.
Yeah.
We could just find some bribe or blackmail to get what we want from this Nanya. But I think it's time to take matters into our own hands.
Pistol? Will is not his favorite customer. No, it's very annoying.
I have an idea. Keep him occupied for a few minutes.
How should I do that?
Just do what you normally do and ask questions. Nothing about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking. It'll only take a minute.
Kill them all. Hi, Vicky. How you doing?
Are you gonna get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going?
I think we got off on the wrong foot on you.
I didn't.
I never said you did. I said
We were
didn't.
just hoping to get some more background information on the kind of implant he has so we can follow other leads.
Shit. Fine, whatever.
It's like, just calm.
I'll tell you what you want. Within reason.
Specious. Rather, food groupists.
Doctor-patient confidentiality and all that.
Yes, we know
Just
that.
promise me it'll get you the hell out of my shop a little sooner.
Deal. Sorry for this. Our circumstances have gotten serious. We're following anything we can all the way to the end.
There's no way to hack a VR implant like Charlie's. I mean, you can definitely install hostile firmware on one, but you can't just load whatever program you want without the user's knowledge.
So does he
Any
know he's getting
changes to the
paid
loaded
or
firmware
been-
will trigger some really obvious visual indicators to let you know something's being changed, and those are put in on the hardware level. I've never heard of anyone being able to circumvent them. The only person who could have loaded hostile firmware on there is me. And don't try and go there. I get paid too much to risk my reputation over changing a few blog posts.
Yeah, but who gave you the parts?
What about using the mesh to mess with the implant? Is there some way to change the input remotely?
No, the implant itself doesn't have any kind of wireless connection. You have to use a headset with an induction coil for I/O. Wireless just doesn't have the bandwidth for it.
Are you
You
sure?
might be able to try infecting a ROM with some virus that screws with the I/O, but you only use a connection to a ROM for AR HUDs. They can't handle full simulation.
Someone's
You'd need a
using it,
full
though.
rig and a hardline connection to the NEC to do that. So,
Guess
I'd
whose?
give it a big maybe. If that's actually how it all happened, they probably would have found whatever infected his ROM way before you showed up here to bother me.
Could it have just been faulty parts? Not to be too blunt about it, but this field of expertise is a little disreputable. Maybe your supplier sent you an implant with something fishy preloaded.
Yeah. So I'm thinking.
Damn it. Look, I get it. I'm working out of an old auto garage on the bad side of town.
Yes, you are.
But I'm a fully licensed cyber surgery tech. This entire business is legitimate. It isn't illegal to install custom parts or firmware in any current generation implants. It just breaks the warranty.
Oh, so you void them? Oh, okay.
My business keeps a low profile so we don't run into bogus patent infringement lawsuits from Flower Cybernetics or whatever shell company they decide to come after you with. All of my parts are
Flower
sourced
again.
direct from the original
Flower
manufacturer,
again.
completely above board. So if they're bad, they were built bad by the factory. Now, is that all? I have appointments to keep.
Thanks for your
Yeah,
time.
whatever.
All right. Bloody hell.
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All ROMs do.
Okay.
We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh, catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference. Your stock off-the-shelf ROM has very little command over the frequencies available to be scanned,
Right.
but I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stock or off-the-shelf after the changes Hayden made.
You made a lot of
That
changes,
means
didn't they?
when the humidity is low, the air fairly sings for me, amongst other things.
Yeah, I'm not getting your point. Let's.
Meaning, in layman's terms, I could read his monitor over his shoulder while being across the room.
Right.
Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have.
Again,
And the
to the
fidelity
point.
is a bit low.
To the point. Come on, to the point.
Anyways, Nanya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet.
Right. So what did you
One
find?
in particular stands out. Shotaro Otsuka. Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger, respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic.
So.
He catches my attention, though, because historically he has been very critical of Parallax in his posts. Recently, though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise. His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog.
Right, so we check out Nova, who supplied Nova's and his in terms
Now
of
it's
parts.
like he's being ghost-written entirely.
Unless he's dead and been thrown out of a window as well.
Couldn't hurt to check, right? I've marked the location of Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map.
Well, I guess we're going there then.
After you.
So yeah, so how's everyone today? How you been? How's your week been? Because, you know, it's almost the end of the week already. Have you been playing stuff? Have you been doing things? So also coming up today at 5, he's continuing, so he may poo himself again. It's Geo Beyond with the Evil Within, which, by the way, Geo, chapter 12 now I'm on. So yeah, if you're not following, twitch.tv/Reese's Waves. On map, not menu, silly me. Let's go here. I don't think we're too long from this now. And quite enjoying Freedom Cry. Nice. You gone quite far into that now, Curtis?
This is the building.
This is the bit. Lord.
Mr. Otsuka must do well for himself, considering the neighborhood.
But as long as he doesn't start making trouble in the neighborhood.
Not the priciest section of Neo SF, but nice enough for a self-employed tech blogger.
So, ring ring.
Perhaps we should just ring the bell? We both know it won't be that easy, but it's important to maintain some courtesies.
So, ring ring. Look at the doorbell.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's Ra.
Hello.
Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Ding ding.
Hmm.
Well, he's kind of a
That's
fresh prince.
encouraging.
Hey. See, you got it.
That was odd.
What?
Maybe try the bell again.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's Ra. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Again?
What is taking so long? All right, third time's the charm, right? Once more, with feeling.
I think he's running. I think he's running.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2.
Alright, little cranky got scared and
Shotaro
again.
Otsuka's Ra.
It'll probably end up being Magmax. Can I go 4 for 4? Possibly.
Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Ah! Why can't this ever be easy? I swear I'll blow out a fuse before we're done.
It's called game padding.
Thank Hayden for system redundancies. Well, that's that. Let's see if we can find a way into Mr. Otsuka's apartment ourselves.
Hey, didn't I see you earlier at TMI?
Probably. Too much information.
Nice to meet you.
Regular
I'm Sky.
Johnny, thank you for the auto host. So up to 3 viewers. That is the awesome John Bob who streams. He streams actually quite a lot. Mostly in the mornings of late. He's been playing a lot of Battlegrounds. There's been a bit of Nia this morning. But yes, if you haven't already followed him, give him a follow. Regular Johnny on twitch.tv.
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your ROM looks fancy enough to keep track of that. My gym's closed this week for the holidays. Gonna see some family tomorrow.
The gate is locked. You have to be buzzed in by a resident to get in. Are you a resident of this place?
Why do autocabs take so long to get out to this part of the city? Don't they know people have places to go?
Probably. Let's have a look. Staircase, right, this isn't it? Oh, can we climb the palm tree? Drink is prickled and rough as far as you can reach it. What shaking tree? There's a fire escape there. Why don't we use that?
Mr. Otsuka's apartment is on the 2nd floor. The fire escape should give us access to his window.
It should do. So let's do it, shall we,
We
Turin? You
just
first.
need something to let us reach it. I'm sure there's some piece of detritus or loose end laying around we could use. Oh, that's how these things always work.
Can we use your umbrella?
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your ROM looks
About that.
You want my umbrella?
Yeah, just for about 30 seconds.
Not for the weather. We need to use the hook handle to reach the fire escape ladder so we can pull it down.
Oh, you live here and lost your key card, huh?
Yeah.
I totally understand. I
Yeah.
do that all the time.
I know, it's just
But
it's,
look,
it's just a
as
bad
much
habit.
as I'd love to give you this umbrella, I'm kinda using it right now. Where I come from, see, we're all about equal trades. It's part of our culture.
Gym culture?
Do you want... What is it you want?
Sorry, but unless you've got anything interesting to exchange for it, I'm gonna hold on to this. Don't want to get wet.
What should we give him? Business cards, that, brochure for the Human Revolution, medium range electrical taser pistol.
These are pretty cool, but I'm not big into music. I like video games more. There's no mic on this headset. Those guys are gross. Was you a
Trade,
part
trade.
of that?
Samantha Magoo just started watching. Hello.
Oh, you're not? Then let's not talk about it, okay?
What do I have to trade with you?
Whoa! Calm down! Calm down! I'll give you the umbrella!
What? We weren't going to shoot you.
We're offering to do it.
Oh. Then you can't have it.
Oh, you should have. Oh. Use the vitamins. How you doing, Samantha? You okay?
Hey, is this real? The real Yannick Fairlight?
Yep.
You know him?
Of course I do! He's one of the most innovative tech minds of the last few generations! Can I please have this? I'll give you the umbrella. Yours to keep if you want.
I think it's a fair trade.
Business card. You wanted a business card for
Thanks.
it.
Here you go.
So we didn't point a gun at him and went,
This is
look,
so
I
exciting.
want to use your
I'm
umbrella
gonna
for
go
30
call him
seconds.
Right now.
You have college at 6:30.
Call him. Maybe that wasn't the best idea.
No.
Oh well, now we have our tool and a pretty spiffy one at that. Let's go.
Yeah, now we have our tool. His name's Turin.
Excellent work.
Lord. The name always has to be said like that when it's a robot on this. I have GCSE English till 9, so it's not so bad. Yes. So this is the first floor. Window. Look at window. This window is unlocked and open. Whoa, there's handy, isn't it?
This window is unlocked. Let's go in.
Yeah, break and entering after you, because you seem to be good at this.
I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
My olfactory sensors detect chemicals associated with decaying food and something else I can't pin down.
Uh-oh.
It's unfamiliar to me.
Uh-oh.
That's better. Let's take a look around.
It's a dead body there. But there's a hole in there. Third time doing GCSE English. What happened to the other two? Is it like too busy and something's happened? So obviously you didn't finish it. A greasy bag and toe and throw, a fast food chain Circulating of vultures. The room just sits there. It appears to be powered down. The body's there, look. I'm doing the other gamer thing first, and we look around elsewhere to what we're supposed to be. What's that song? I'm sure that's a song that... Oh. Every sex guy made into the game. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. No, there's...
Shotaro must be plugged into the mesh. He hasn't even noticed us.
I think he's dead.
I feel like I could scream without him knowing. Ah! Hi! Mr. Otsuka! Nothing.
What? You're okay. See that?
Hello, guest.
Hello, LJ2.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather
That's
recently,
the song.
so
Yeah, I
has
thought
not
I
been
heard it because
receiving
Stacey
anyone.
Rebecca used to stream and play that. Bit
He
under
is
the weather.
trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
He's dead.
We just checked, and he seems busy.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
Yeah. How long has your owner been ill?
Shotaro has been under the weather for some time, but I could not tell you precisely when.
Ah, yeah. Moldovan Eurovision sax guy.
He rarely has visitors or goes on outings.
Well, it's Eurovision.
So this is only slightly abnormal behavior for him. In fact, you are the first visitor he has had in a while.
So who's the other
Several
visitor then?
days, in fact. Perhaps you could ask him about it yourself. I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you. He is. Shotaro is a diligent man, even in the face of such adversity.
A lot of adversity, probably, because
If you are a reader of his work, his
breathing.
next significant piece will be going online tomorrow. I will not spoil it for you.
Spoilers. Wow, we're almost at the end of the stream. Like 13
I
minutes
run
left.
regular self-checks and have noticed no irregularities in either my hardware or software. I appreciate your concern. If you think I am behaving erratically, perhaps you could mention it to Shotaro. He is skilled at maintenance.
No, that's okay.
Very well. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to assist.
But yeah, coming up at 5 because it's the end. It's almost the end of the stream. Is a Geo Reese's Waves. He'll be playing some more The Evil Within. Ta-da!
Oh no, we're too late.
Told you he was dead.
It looks like
You can
he's
see
been
it
here
again.
for a couple of days, maybe a little longer.
And they used the
That
window.
means whoever did this did it before we even found out about all of this. Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair.
Stabbed through the
Looks like it
chest,
severed
and
his
you're
carotid
to
artery.
blame.
I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can't help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin. His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong. We need to hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought. Someone is following us.
Or they're ahead of us, and we're following
Have
them.
to find his computer so I can see if I can pull anything relevant off of it. You interrogate his ROM. Maybe you can find out why it's acting so strange.
Rum.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard
Under
to
the
keep up with
weather?
his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
Under the weather?
That's okay. We'll wait.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
He's dead. He's dead, Jim.
It shut itself down again. Let's see if we can pull some useful information off of Mr. Otsuka's computer. If we can find it.
You were saying you... What a blocky desk. There aren't any drawers or shelves. Yeah, stream, Gina, exactly. Look at Shitaro's body.
It's so gruesome, so tragic. I was never prepared to handle anything like this. I hate this.
Can't find any way to work the TV. The flat screen is bare embedded in the wall.
Hey!
What?
That's better.
I'm trying. I'm trying to find his PC. You're not helping. You might just let it run, but nothing happens.
No wonder he was stacking up the food like this.
So... That's fine, he's not going to use them. So where is his...
I know finding work has been hard for you, but stealing Christmas presents...
I wasn't going to steal them. Yeah, but where is his computer? Well, it's technically a table. Sometimes I must have been... Right, it's touch sensitive. This entire desk must be it. Right, okay. Oh look, buttons.
I'll start downloading these files.
I bet you will. Yeah, so what's everyone else up to today?
I finished my examination of Mr. Otsuka's computer.
Someone going on the naughty list.
I didn't find anything
Well, I'll be checking it twice.
particularly interesting, but I copied some files to be examined later. If we're all done here, we should hurry and go warn Nanya about what we found. Charlie and Sympathy, too.
Yes.
They might be in immediate danger, so we must act fast. Let's head for Nanya's business.
Right, okay, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's quickly find this.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here?
Oh. We just got something to come up from the notifications. Thank you very much, Michael Patterson, for the follow. Doing a bit of food shopping at some point. Exciting. I haven't done that much. So stream Evil Win, working on some more Mad Max off stream. I are up to nothing, and you can't prove otherwise. Hi, Michael Patterson. How you doing? Hey, Jello Bob. Stream, freedom cry, eat stream. Just resting. Do you know someone whose family powers through food so quickly?
Wait,
Wait,
let
he's
me
got
guess.
a belt on. How's it going?
You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than New Disco. That close enough?
Yeah.
That is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
Oh, fucking hell.
What?
this
Charlie is...
This game is pretty much like it's almost like a point and click adventure, but it's a more very story driven and linear. About a guy called Hayden who has gone missing, and Turing is the realm that he's created to be almost human-like. Breaks into your house while you're sleeping because he's heard that Hayden's your friend, and so you go off to investigate the disappearance of Hayden, and it's become a sort of really convoluted story of hybrid humans and machines want to become human and vice versa, and a group called Human Revolution who's against the whole thing of humans getting implants, and Parallax, which is a big implant company. So it's almost like Blade Runner, Deus Ex, and all the sort of syndicate sort of things. It's iRobot. I wouldn't be surprised if some of that is mixed in.
The autocab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay. It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next.
And so far today, we've had the reporter who he went for help for, has been chucked out of a window. We just went to Ataka's house where he's been dead for a couple of days. So we've gone back to Nonya, who gave us the information via means to find out what was going on with that place. And so it's just gone boom really quickly. Oh. There's no shit. I mean, iRobot. But we're almost at the end of the stream already because it's coming up.
I'm getting the hell out of NeoSF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this.
So I'm going to find the next save point, and that's what we're going to call it.
Maybe I'll pick up a new career.
But then I'll be back at 11 for Rocket League tonight for the Rocket League community stream.
I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook. That's for damn sure.
Well, it depends on the voice and depends how well I've known them or heard them recently before it comes in and goes, hang on.
Have a good life.
Oh.
Oh no. No. Why is this happening? There was no one in that car. No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing. That wasn't even an auto cab. It's a manual. I don't know. That's it. This is too much. I've had enough. I don't care who's controlling the news anymore. Almost everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands. We're not investigating this lead any further.
So what are we doing
As
then?
of right now.
So that's it? You're just going to give up just like that?
I'm just done. We're completely out of leads, and I can't even imagine watching anybody else die. I couldn't handle that. Perhaps Tomcat is finished going through all of the data we found.
Yes, let's go to Tom Camper. Her life in danger then.
Let's head back to the apartment for now.
Yes, Dr. Jeez.
Home sweet home
I mean,
again.
bloody
Such love
Nora.
it is. And before you say anything, I don't feel the need to talk over the events of the day.
No, I'm not surprised. One
Too much has happened.
one dead body, one we saw get killed, and, one's chucked out of a window.
I've already forwarded everything we rooted out to Tomcat. both Hayden's research and our aborted search into the modified mesh articles. They said they would be over in the morning to discuss our next steps. I suggest that we both
Oh,
get some
shit,
rest.
it's talking to us. Yeah, I love the final
Things will look better in the
choice says
morning,
like, yeah, whatever.
But I have a feeling we're going to be even busier than ever.
Oh, you think?
Good night.
The cops will be after us now. Oh, we're overrunning slightly, but that's all right. Strange game. Chapter 5, and we're still no closer to finding out who's done this. Welcome to this morning.
Rise and shine, you sleepy layabouts.
Look, he's looking happier. Had a good night's sleep.
We've got a whole crop of things to do and not a lot of time to get them done.
Wait, how did you get in my apartment?
Hardly had to blink to crack your door. Did you know
Stop
that it's
doing
just a
that.
knockoff of the SecuGate M/14723-B? Why'd you make the entry code the birthday of your first dog anyway?
That's what I asked.
Well, stop you looking with your bloody look on your face.
Anyhow, I felt a little silly when I realized your window was propped open and I could have just used that.
Huh, deja vu.
Again with the look on your...
Y'all should be more careful about that.
Just stop breaking into my
I
bloody
can't blame you
apartment.
much. The climate control in here seems a bit lacking in the stamina department.
Bloody... I get it, home sucks. Can we get back on track?
No worries, doll.
What have you learned from the files we sent you?
Stuff and things.
Nothing all that new, to be honest. All the files we got from that Vincent fella just covered what we already knew in greater detail.
Right.
There is one thing that stands out, though. At
Okay.
least from what I've read so far.
Which is?
Oh?
Yeah. See, Hayden's long-term goal wasn't to make a machine intelligence per se, right?
Yeah, no, it was make human
Don't take it the wrong way,
form
Turn.
into
You might even already be aware of this after
machine.
talking to folks involved in your creation. Hayden wanted to make a machine system that could contain human-like intelligence.
Because Hayden wanted to become immortal.
And even just from his notes, his programming work is, well, it's something else. Elegant. Artful. I'm just a kid banging on pots and pans compared to him. Looking at his notes about my interfacing between your AI core and the Lips OS, I barely managed to duct tape the two together at a level he'd approve of. But I think I'm getting off track here. What I'm trying to say is, he didn't write your code, Turn. No one did. Hayden wrote a program that automatically generates a new machine intelligence based off of the hardware profiles the system is installed on.
Melody mentioned something about that. What does that mean?
Yeah, in English. It means you don't have to be alone. It means that ignorant and careless. It means we can make more AIs.
Exactly. Assuming we can get our hands on Turn's original source code, we could generate new machine intelligences as we please. You wouldn't be the only one anymore, Turn.
Oh,
So somebody wanted that shut down. Something from Parallax, maybe.
okay.
Maverick's all dead,
Kind of
so...
a big deal.
I hardly know what to say.
But once you consider the stuff I found in the research, it gets a damn sight more complicated.
Well, don't tell us.
Stuff about Big Blue and Parallax's planned launch.
See?
Vincent speculated that Hayden's research into me would have interfered with the launch. And that's why they...
Turin.
That's why someone had him killed.
See, someone else talking to Turing got killed.
The potential for wrongdoing with an AI like Big Blue is
He's like an
almost
AI
beyond
Jessica
belief.
Fletcher. Murder he coded.
Even if I don't go into all the crooked shit the people running Parallax could pull off with it. I mean, you're built different, Turin.
You're special, Turing.
Your personality profile would degrade pretty quickly outside your original hardware, so we don't gotta worry too much about you going haywire, right?
Oh, he got angry
But
last night.
Big Blue ain't got that limitation. If it decides to go off the rails, well, we'd be screwed faster than a rabbit in spring. Good and proper.
Totally
How
born.
likely is that?
Very.
I'd say it's inevitable. Guaranteed.
It's inevitable.
In fact,
Emergency Reddit.
in a sense, it's already happened.
Wait, what?
What?
Big Blue is the one controlling it. Big Blue is the one that killed off Charlie, Nonya.
Their prototype build. Baby Blue. I'm almost certain it's loose on the mesh.
That's what's
The
killing him.
research notes on the project show clearly and with certainty
That's the one. That's the thing doing the
that the
the
test
m- the
AI was shut
changing
down
of
once it
the.
tried fiddling with the data on the meshnet in the hope
Yeah.
that it would increase its chances of survival.
It's the one mucking about
I
with the
guess
actual
it
blocks.
didn't think that doing scary shit like that would get it turned off. But that was almost a year ago.
Vincent told us about all of this too.
Well, I think Baby Blue is the bugger that was
Bad
changing all
bad.
those articles on the mesh to be
Ghost in the Machine.
pro-parallax or at least anti-human revolution.
Do you think Baby Blue had anything to do with the attacks on Nanya, Shitaro, Charlie, and Zen?
Probably.
I don't know. We can't rightly rule it out. It might have found an agent in the real world to keep its existence secret, but I doubt it. Killing people is messy as hell, and it runs against its apparent goal of convincing the public that AI ain't scary.
Yeah, but it wants to
I
be that
think
way.
we have
It's
a third
been
party
made
trying
wrong.
to clean it all up. And my money is on someone from Parallax. Whoever took out Hayden. I'll bet they're in full damage control mode now.
No, it's the
We
bot.
already know they don't care who gets hurt.
Yeah, this is a lot of talking. A lot of talking. So what do you want us to do then? So free AI is bad, ROM AI is just annoying. What's next? So what do you want us to do?
I think we gotta do something to stop the launch of Big Blue.
Say when it comes to like things like the puzzles and stuff, it's very, very linear, very simple compared to games like like Monkey Island.
It's too dangerous. I don't want a company like Parallax in sole control of the most powerful machine intelligence on the planet. Do you? If we
It's
can
almost
get
like a
Hayden's
choose-your-own
original
adventure.
source code for Turin and upload it onto the mesh through Parallax's
In a
server
very
core,
basic form.
we can turn every single ROM into a sapient individual.
It's like, whoa.
That'll stop Big Blue from being able to become the monolithic threat we're scared of. We could also upload a patch for every ROM to prevent Big Blue's reach from using their resources.
Then
Without the
boom.
ability to control all ROMs, Big Blue loses its ultimate power.
Yeah, no, it depends how you feel about this amount of talking, and
And I wouldn't be alone
the interaction
anymore.
is not as in depth as a normal click and point and click puzzle.
There would be millions. Hundreds of millions of ROMs just like me.
Have you also just seen that at the start of every chapter it says about saving often because there's no autosave, but then it doesn't give you the option to save a lot often at the start of each chapter because a lot of talking.
Well, you're cutting edge of ROM tech, Turin.
It could have done with a bit
Most
more
of today's
editing this
ROMs
game.
wouldn't be quite as smart or capable, but if I do it right, the code should propagate across the mesh to all future ROM activations. It'll be a self-sustaining thing. You'll be in good company soon enough.
It's a big decision. We're talking about the metaphorical singularity. The point of no return.
Yes.
Is it okay for us to make this decision for the entire world?
Well, we're going to have to.
We don't have any other choice. This is gonna happen, one way or another.
Threatening.
Either Parallax gets to control the debut of worldwide machine intelligence, or we let the ROMs control themselves.
What do you think?
Lord. Up to you, Turin. Only you know if the world is ready. This is a bad idea. We can't make the decision. Screw Parallax. We avenge everyone who's died right now. 103. 103. It's got to be 103. Because they killed his mate. They've killed a load of people and you chucked a woman out the window. 3, 1. Bloosh. 1.
I'm not sure I'm up for that kind of responsibility.
No worries, Vicky.
But I think that even if it is a shock for the world, there's no time like the present.
See, because 1 and 3 would practically say the same thing anyway. It's just whether I was being a dick or not.
Despite all the political back and forth over hybrids and brain-controlled androids, the world is becoming more and more comfortable with the idea of non-human people. If we let Parallax dictate how the very first machine intelligence is introduced, who knows how long it'll be before an AI like me can be integrated into society normally. Well, whether the world is ready for AI or not...
Also, tomorrow I will be doing a special
we're here to
stream
stay.
out of my schedule. Tomorrow afternoon, I don't know whether it'll be 12 or 1, but I will be playing more Bulletstorm, going through the rest of that. Hopefully we can complete it during the afternoon.
I might as well throw my chips in for my own side. Let's do this!
So I have at least 3 hours tomorrow.
On our terms, not theirs.
Yes. I love nothing more than a little anarchy.
It does have a certain poetic justice, does it not? Parallax removed Hayden to protect their project from his creation, and now I, his creation, will bring their project down. Just for the truth.
So, da-da-da-da.
Perhaps after all ROMs are sapient, I will be able to convince them to cut off Parallax's access to the mesh as a data collection tool entirely. Paying them back double indeed.
Sadly, may miss that work until about 2ish. Well, that's not.
I
That's
like the
alright,
way
mate.
you think,
I
Turin.
should be on for at least a couple of hours tomorrow. So if I start at 1, then I'll go through to about 5 anyway.
First things first, we need to get our hands on Turin's source code.
Yes.
The research notes we've gotten so far are helpful, and it's given me an idea how to spread a little bit of Turin all over the place, but I don't
Hey.
actually have Hayden's programs. I can't replicate them myself, so we'll have to steal them.
Thankfully, we have the best hacker in Neo SF right here.
Don't you make me blush now. We can get the source code from one of Parallax's secondary data centers.
Right, okay.
It's probably stored in a couple of different places, but I already have one in mind.
Okay.
I've done a little groundwork already, but I'm gonna need physical access to do my thing.
Right, okay, so we'll do this next time. We'll do this after EGX. We can... yeah, yay, breaking and entering.
You're a peach, hun. I've I've got a couple of ideas on how to get y'all in, but I think we're gonna need to mostly play it by ear.
So breaking and entering.
We should do it soon, though. First thing this morning. Guard shift don't change until 8 when the office opens, so they'll be sleepy and distracted. Once y'all have done that, I think I can incorporate the code into a custom firmware update that'll wake any ROM it's installed on. We'll have to upload it, physically, to Parallax's main server farm. And that's on Treasure Island.
Wait, we're going to Treasure Island?
From there, the ROMs will install like a normal patch from the company. So, don't set anything on fire right away, you hear? It'll be a pain to get into the main complex otherwise.
That sounds like a workable plan. I hope you don't mind if I take a short walk, Tomcat. I know I gave the go-ahead on this, but I still need to think a few things through for myself.
30 seconds to play with Shrapnel's beard.
Sure thing, doll. I'll hash out a rough plan by the time you get back. Call us if you need anything.
Thank you. I won't be long.
Go on then, bugger off.
Well, I
I
guess
thought I
I
was
should
going to
say
save
thanks
it.
for helping out. But I kind of need to get something off my chest.
And pics of my cosplay friend. Madam Marvel and I go, well, that's if they meet up with us. You know, I can't guarantee I'll see them. But if they meet up with us and they want to,
Turn one out.
fair enough. What are they actually wearing as cosplay
They're
there?
a bit naive, and I'm not sure they'd really understand. There's enough shit to worry about without me piling more on top. I don't even know where to start.
Guess I'm bringing it with you. Just spit it out, Tomcat.
Just let me back up a bit.
Right, is Dougie streaming as well at the
So,
moment? So sort of in
truth
between.
is, I'm not from North Carolina. I only visited my gramps there. I'm California born and raised. Napa Valley. Over the years, it's kind of grown into a community of wealthy old folk who like things and people who don't change.
Right, again, more story.
My parents were no exception, and I was a little too different for their tastes. It was hard growing up with them. They never gave me too much hell, but things were tense, especially after my sister Catherine moved out. Eventually, she was set up securely in Neo-SF, and she offered to let me live with her until I got out of school. I think my parents were a little relieved to see me out. I was ecstatic to be free of them. I worshipped the ground my sister walked on. And that was before I found out what she did for a living.
What's she do for a living? And we're going to find out
She was
anyway.
flashy and colorful and a whirlwind of activity. And she was a brilliant hacker.
Right, she was the hacker that
She
you learned
was
from.
Tomcat. She let me learn at her feet, and once I was good enough, folded me into her little coup of crackers hell-bent on changing the world. She's the one who orchestrated the original hack on Parallax, exposing to the world the holes in their original meshnet security.
Right.
I was just along for the ride.
She's a hacker.
She always knew she would get caught, though. How could she not? Parallax was one big Goliath, and she flinged a stone square in their face. She was looking at serious jail time, and willing to eat it to do what we all thought was right.
See, almost 20 minutes of story from the
But
last bit I said about
It just
slavery.
wasn't right. It wasn't fair for her to throw her life away, and I couldn't let her. She was always better at software than hardware, so I rigged all of our computers to self-destruct. When the feds showed up at our door, all of our server farms were already up in smoke. I gave them quite a fireworks show. Before she could stop me, I turned myself in as Tomcat and took credit for the whole job. She tried to talk me out of it, but without the physical evidence, they couldn't prove she had anything to do with it.
Right, so you
It's
took the
alright,
rap.
though. It was for the best. I figured I'd just get a year of juvie. I'd be back out in no time. no big deal, right? Especially when compared to the time that she'd have been jailed for as an adult. And so, I waited patiently. I cooked up so many ideas on how I was gonna make it up to her. I knew she must have blamed herself. But before I ever got out, there was an accident. An auto cab hit my sister. She
Oh,
died on
shit.
impact, and that was it.
Wait, was she talking to Turin beforehand?
It's hard, blaming yourself when things go wrong because you did something right.
Yes.
I took her sentence so that she could have a life, and instead, not being in jail killed her.
Final Destination, Netflix.
If I had just let her take the blame. I can't stop thinking about how she'd still be here. And no matter what I told myself, in my heart, I couldn't believe it was just an accident. Do you know how rare it is for those things to hit a human? Someone knew who she was. Someone knew what she did, and someone wanted to make sure she would never do it again. So I became Tomcat. I've spent years trying to find information inside Parallax to prove someone inside the company called a hit on my sister.
Baby Blue.
Failing that, I've been trying to find a way to bring them down the way she always wanted. Catherine was... if you had met her, just for a moment, you would understand. She was everything I could ever want to be. But over time, that little bot has grown on me. Maybe you have too.
Do you see what favorite was here?
Most likely. But I've already set things up, so I take the fall again, if need be. Turing is an innocent in all of this, and they'll need you to help shepherd all the new ROMs. I'm more expendable. If I can help take down Big Blue, maybe even Parallax itself, then I'm willing to go back to jail. I just wanted to get that all off my chest.
Hack the World, achievement unlocked.
My sister, she'd smack me if she knew I've been holding this grudge. I'm trying to learn to forgive myself. Still, I won't let her go unavenged. We're so close to bringing them all to justice. I know she'd be proud. I know if she were here, she'd be right next to us, helping until the end. I've been carrying all this for so long, and I finally feel like I'm getting somewhere.
I'm glad you do.
Thanks for hearing me out. I hope we can really do this.
Friends,
Roman's countrymen.
I've returned.
We can see that. You came in the door.
I'm ready.
Good. We've wasted enough time already.
Yes, yes we have.
I've marked the location of the data center on your map. You'll have to go in and get the source code mostly on your own, but I'll load on some programs that'll give you an edge.
We'll do our best, Tomcat. But what happened to your accent?
Oh, don't you worry about that. It comes and goes like a vagabond kitty. Now get going, you two. I have lots of code to write, and you have a lot of data to download. Stay in touch.
Of course, Tomcat. Thank you again.
Don't worry about it, hun. We've all been hurt by Parallax. It's about time we hurt 'em back. Good luck.
It almost feels like a long cutscene from Metal Gear Solid 4. But even then, it still didn't let me
We're back
bloody
here
save.
again. Who knew a Parallax data center operated on the same KCOB coalition block as Augmented Eye all along?
They all did.
I'm certain it's all a coincidence, but it's unsettling being back here. It's the nasty kind of coincidence that makes you look for plots where there are none. The building we're looking for is over there, to the left. We should try to finesse our way in. We don't want to alert Parallax to our actions before we make our main assault on their server complex.
We get to save it. It's a trap. The exposition is... Right. We're going to save it here. Because as you see, last time we saved it was 25 to 4. It is now coming up to 25 past 4. But yeah, that is it for the day of this one. Or for this. Anyway. I say I will be back tonight, 11 o'clock UK time for the Rocket League community event. If you have it on PS4, PC, and you're already following us, and you have been talking to us a lot, and we've shared some few conversations. We've got along, and you're over 18. Jump in. We'll try and get you in for a few games. But yeah, in about half an hour's time now, Gio's going to be back. He's going to be pooping himself on the start of chapter 10 of the Evil Within, so join him there. And also, I believe maybe Dougie, the Reverse Pro Gamer, who's on Twitch, he might be streaming now as well. But yeah, so yeah, I will catch you later tonight at 11 o'clock, and then also tomorrow during the day from maybe about midday or 1 o'clock, we don't know yet, for some Bulletstorm, and hopefully finish that off. So yeah, I will catch you then. And don't forget the podcast tomorrow night of the Game Won't Play Itself on TGWPIS. Give them a follow if you're not already. But for now, bye-bye.